Okay. What is up, class? So full disclosure, I did have a live session this morning. A couple students showed up, and everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So I decided it would be best if I just did a fresh re-record, not force the students that showed up this morning to sit through this again. Sarah and Mose, and I think there was like one or two that showed up a little bit later. Yeah, that was just that was just a bad recording, and I apologize for whoever had to sit through that, because your time is valuable, and my time is valuable, and my time is valuable when I'm spending it explaining things well and thoroughly to my students, not when I'm having all kinds of technical issues or whatever. So anyway, enough of that. To err is human. We will get this party started right. I'm gonna post this video everywhere. I'm gonna post it on YouTube and Facebook and probably Twitter, just wherever my students are, that they could see it, and get a good understanding of what will be going on in this class. And my screen should begin recording here soon. The screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So there we go. So now I'm starting from the beginning, just a fresh start. So if you attended this morning, you probably should be watching this again. I'm going to send notifications just so you'll get a very full and clear understanding of what goes on in my class. So and I have to get through this expeditiously because the housekeepers are coming soon, and I don't want all that background noise going on when they get here. So you guys are my internet class on Canvas. So if you didn't know this about Canvas, you can nickname the class whatever you want to nickname the class. Let me go back to that screen real quick. So for this class, I nicknamed this class Internet Class because you guys are my internet class at this institution. So just go in that screen, type whatever you want. If you want to type "this professor sucks" as your class, you could do that as well. I'm a postgraduate student as well. I use Canvas for the classes that I take in my doctoral program. And and I nicknamed those classes as well. Anyway, so we're gonna click on the class. So I should have set the default screen, your home screen in Canvas, as the assignments. So anytime you log on to Canvas for this class, you want to check the assignments. So this is what your assignments are. Let me go to student view. So what you should see right now open on Canvas is the introduction discussion and the cognitive dissonance discussion. So in this class, every single week for at least the first 3 weeks of this class, you are going to have a discussion due on Thursday. This week is the 1 week where you will have 2 discussions due. You'll have a discussion due on the 7th, which is your introduction discussion, and some of you have already started that. And you'll have the cognitive dissonance discussion, which will be due on the on the 9th. So what does it say? It says, okay, do the 7th, do the 8th. And the assignments close on the 8th and the 9th. So just make sure you get those things done before they close. So there is also another assignment that I'm about to post, and that is your week 1 quiz, right? So let me go to quizzes. This thing wants to agree with me. Looks like it does. So your week 1 quiz will be due on the 10th by 11:59 p.m. All right. So let's go back to assignments and do a quick review. So we go to the student view. So for your first week of assignments, you have your introductions due the 7th, your cognitive dissonance discussion due the 8th, and your week 1 quiz discussion due the 10th. So this week you got 3 assignments due, all right? This is a 5-week course, so we're back to back to back to back to back, all right? So every week there's going to be an assignment due. So let me go to our actual syllabus so I can give you guys a better explanation of things. So your syllabus is going to be found in the modules, actually. So we're going to go to the modules. I know it says syllabus there, but we go to the modules for the syllabus. When you click on the modules, there will be a section called syllabus. In this document right here, where my cursor is at, it says 5-week Harbor class syllabus converted. I'll probably just shorten the name of that later, but we'll worry about that later. So now when I tried to do this lecture this morning, the wrong syllabus was posted in the modules. It threw everything off its equilibrium. It really pissed me off. And I kind of got flustered and panicked a little bit. I've been doing this for a good 10 years or so now. I shouldn't be getting flustered like that. I'm a professional. I don't know, it's early. All kinds of COVID is in the air. All kind of nonsense is going on in the world. So forgive me, please. But things are going to go right from here on out. So this is the course syllabus. So it says Intro to American Government. Depending on which school you go to, it's going to be a different section number. So if you see this section number and you're like, hey, that's not my section number, don't worry about it. Because of the pandemic and because I'm teaching online, Harbor College opened up this class to all the schools in the Los Angeles Community College District. So it doesn't matter if you go to Los Angeles Harbor College, which is the home school that I teach at, Los Angeles Mission College, Valley College, LA Trade Tech, East Los Angeles College, West Los Angeles College, whatever, Culver City. If your school is in the district, you are able to attend this class. And you are in the right class, because if you weren't in the right class, you would not be able to see this video at the moment, okay? So this is the materials that you need for this class. That Bard's text, you don't need to buy that because I put everything online. So all the important materials from the textbook, I put in a PowerPoint. And in addition to this Bart's text, I use an online text from Sailor.org. And I'll show you guys that in a minute as I get further into this lecture. But you really don't need to buy that textbook unless you feel like spending $75 for a textbook. It's your call, but if the professor is telling you you don't need it, trust and believe me when I tell you that you do not need that. So our meeting time is online. So this is an online asynchronous independent study course. Online asynchronous independent study. What this class is. So independent study means that I will not be giving formal lectures in this class. If you want a lecture, this is not the class for you. This class, you have taken this class with the understanding that I will post material and you will study the material, okay? So if you want to take a different class, you're more than welcome to do that, where it's synchronous, meaning your class has to meet, or you could even take an on-campus class this semester. But we do not meet at all. Any lecture that I give would be voluntary. And I don't think I'll be giving too many voluntary lectures this semester. My plate is pretty full this semester because I'm only teaching 2 online classes. The other classes are, I'm teaching, all of my classes are online, but only 2 of them are asynchronous. The other classes are synchronous, so I have to be in meeting days for those. And for this class, it's just a lot easier to just give you guys the material. I'll interact with you. I'll respond to emails. You can call my office line here. This office line gets forwarded to my iPhone and my Android. So it's a Google Voice line. So you can reach me at it anytime you want to reach me at it. But be within reason. Don't call or text me at ridiculous hours of the day. You know what I'm saying? I have a social life myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be Netflix and chilling with my girlfriend and getting a phone call at 10 p.m. right? So just be mindful of that. And like on Sundays, and especially Sundays, but Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be a lot slower to respond to emails than I would be during the week. During the work week, I am 100% yours, Monday through Friday. Saturday, you may or may not catch me. Sunday is my just chilling out day where I don't like to think about students. And you guys should have a chilling out day too, where you don't want to think about professors, right? That's how I replenish. I can't miss you guys if I'm always in your face or if you're always in my face, right? That's just how it goes. So this is an explanation of stuff. Again, we are fitting 18 weeks worth of work, 18 effing weeks into 5 weeks, okay? So this is gonna be a lot of stuff we do in this class. But as your professor, it is my job to make it palatable, all right? So you don't need to look at that, oh my gosh, 5 weeks, 18 weeks into 5 weeks, drop the class. You don't need to do that. Communicate with me. but everything in this class is going to be manageable. All right. I promise you that. If it ain't, then call me and say, yo, this ain't manageable, and we can work something out. But I mean, you still got to do the work, but we'll work something out within reason. But I'm here for you guys. My job is to accommodate you. I'm what you call a servant leader. I'm a leader, but my job as a leader is to serve you guys who and ladies who are in my class. Okay. So I'll go over I'll do a brief tour of Canvas once I'm done with the nitty gritty of this stuff. It says never try to take an exam from your phone. This is just a horrible idea. I'm a student like you guys. I'm a doctoral student at the moment. I've got this fancy, trusty iPad Pro. It does all kind of cool tricks. It disconnects, it reconnects, it does everything you need it to do. Look at my screen is all messing up. But even from this expensive ass iPad Pro, I do not trust taking exams from it because it dies on me. And it does all kinds of different things. Not so much dies on me, but it malfunctions when I'm trying to take an exam. So if my iPad Pro is doing this, I can only imagine the pain that a lot of students who've tried to take these exams from an iPhone or an Android go through. So like for me, I've never taken an exam from my iPhone or my Android. And this goes for quizzes as well. I've never taken one from my exam for my iPhone or my Android, but I know students who have. Some of them go through it with no problems at all. Most of them have a lot of headaches with it, and then they have to call IT and they have to call Canvas, and it's just not worth it to even try it. So I know a lot of this generation, some of you guys are millennials like myself, some of you guys are the generation after millennials. It's just a bad idea, man. It's just a bad idea because when things start crashing and stuff, and you might get kicked out of an exam and all that stuff, just take your exams from a trusty desktop or a laptop. So what I try to do with my lectures or videos, extra videos that I have you guys watch, because there's a lot of them. You can find most of my videos on a pay service like Amazon, Netflix, HBO Max, whatever. I try to find a hookup and let you guys watch for free 99. That ain't always easy to do. The problem with the 5-week course is that I will get students who need closed captioning. And usually the department with LACC, they need a good 5 weeks to get all the videos captioned in the way that they need to be captioned. So with some of these videos, there's no closed captioning on the websites that I find them at. So if you're a student that needs closed captioning, you might need to use one of those pay services. And if you don't have the money, or you're not a subscriber to Amazon or HBO or anything like that, just let me know. And I'll find ways to get you to be able to watch it. I could be pretty nefarious if need be. We don't need to go any further than that. This thing is already taped, but you guys will be fine. there'll be no excuse not to watch or participate in anything in this class, because everybody is going to have ample time and going to have the same access as everyone else. So again, what I teach in this class, I'm not going to read that verbatim, but I teach the ins and outs of American government in this class. The other classes that I teach are Intro to Political Theory, Intro to Political Science. Every once in a while, I teach international relations, criminal law, and African-American politics. Those are my main things. In American government, it's important to understand that the government does not care about you as an individual. Politicians do not care about you as an individual. What they care about is people, in large groups of people, and people with the loudest voices, and people that are most likely to vote, and people with the deepest pocketbooks, and people that get with other people. That's what they care about, man. Me making noise by myself isn't going to get anything done. If I can find a group of like-minded people, like big groups of like-minded people, that's going to have government influence. And we're going to learn about all of that this semester in the class. So this just is a breakdown of the units. So I'm just going to skip down to the last bullet point, last paragraph. Upon completion of this course, you will have a strong understanding of the American system of government. What a strong understanding means is if you go on Jeopardy, you should be able to do well in the $200 and $400 categories. For a stronger understanding of this, you probably want to be a major. If you like Intro to American Government and say, I want more of this, then you'll take Intro to Political Science, Intro to Political Theory, all these different classes in the field, and you will become as knowledgeable as I am in the field. And just because I say that I'm knowledgeable in the field doesn't mean that I'm right all the time. What it means is I have an understanding of how the system works that others might not have. Okay, so the grade breakdown, this isn't exactly correct, so I'm gonna go in and correct this later. Your quizzes and discussions are worth 25% of your grade. Your exams are worth 75% of your grade. So again, that's something I'll correct later. Contacting the professor. The best way to contact me is through Canvas, or you can call the number that my work phone number that I listed earlier. Again, that number will reach it, that the Google Voice gets forwarded to my iPhone and it gets forwarded to my iPad. So, and I'm on my iPad most of the day. And from my iPad, I will see text messages and anything else pop up. It's really a convenient thing for me as a professor. If you are an SPS student and you need accommodations, let me know. Understand, however, that I do not think this class is going to be as accommodating for certain SPS students as a synchronous class would be, or as a on-campus class would be, because this class is for students who want independent study. Now, if all you need is something like longer times on an exam or something, I can accommodate that easier. For anything extra, I would never tell an SPS student that I couldn't accommodate them, but it just depends on what accommodations that you need. I need accommodations every once in a while. I have multiple sclerosis. Back when I was in college, I had, you know, a very horrible math disability that I didn't get fixed until I started grad school, and I had no choice but to understand and learn math. So I get where you're coming from, all right? If you got anything going on with you. And you don't necessarily even have to tell me. All you have to do is talk to SPNS, and then SPNS will tell me what's going on with you. So the easiest way to kind of navigate through that, just tell SPS you got an issue. SPS tells me, and I'm not going to argue about it or make a federal case of it. So this is all the goals of SPS. This is when they meet, all that stuff, how you contact them, all that. I think the easiest thing, they told me this semester that the easiest way to contact them would be through Canvas. So this is the schedule of work that's going to be coming due in the class, what weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these are due dates right here. And I'm not going to be changing the due dates on anything unless something comes up. So you can kind of look at this as an accurate reading of the dates. So the first 3 weeks of class, you'll have quizzes. Each quiz is 10 questions long. All 10, so from each quiz, there's 10 questions. All 30 of those questions from the first 3 quizzes are going to be on the final. And then the final will, what was I going to say? All 30 of those questions will be on the final, and the final will consist of 50 questions plus 20 extra questions. And then you'll have SLO questions that you'll have to answer by the end of the semester. Those are going to be pretty easy to answer. So I'll talk about that more later throughout the semester. But I want to go through Canvas real quick, give you guys a brief tour, and then let you guys do whatever it is you guys are going to be doing throughout the day. All right. So this is how Canvas looks. Modules, after you look at the assignments, modules is going to be the very place you're going to want to go. So right now, let's go to student view. So I can see what you guys see. So right now, what you see posted is the syllabus in week 1. And then there's some week 4, which is your paper that you have to write for the semester. And those paper directions I'll post later on in the day, but it's basically going to be an APA style paper. And you'll have a choice of videos that you have to watch, and you'll have the whole semester to get that done. But I'll post those directions on Canvas today. And then if you have any specific questions, we can talk about it. And for that paper, you will have a choice of videos that you can watch. It won't just be Obama's deal, although I do think there will be questions from Obama's deal on the exam. So this is what I see on my end, and some of these are just units and stuff I haven't posted yet. So also one of the things I do is in the announcements, I will post quiz hints. I haven't done that yet, but by the time you see this video, You'll probably see the quiz hints in the announcements. That should make things somewhat easier for you. We'll see. And then when you go to student view, for me, if you go to grades, your grades will be listed here in grades. So you should always know where you stand in this class as far as grades are concerned. Again, quizzes and discussions, 25% of your grade, exams, 75% equals to 100%. So if you finish with 90% or higher, that's an A. If you finish with 80% or higher, or 80% to 89%, that's a B. 70 to 79% is a C. If you hit 65%, I'll look and see if I can give you a C. I can't promise anything, but if you're under 60%, that's going to be a D or an F. And both of those grades are the same as far as I'm concerned. So hopefully you don't get either one of those, and everyone finishes with a B or an A or higher. Let me go. Okay, so I believe that is the most important stuff that I've gone over today in this syllabus review. If you've got any questions, call, text, or email me. I am here for you. Again, I'm a servant leader. It's my job to serve you guys as long as you guys are students in this classroom. And I hope you have a great rest of the semester. The next 5 weeks should be fun. They should be fruitful. They should be exhilarating. Everybody gets excited about politics, right? Or I'll try to make it as exciting as I can make it. And I got high hopes for you all right? So I will holler at you all later, and we will get this party started right. Peace.